It's the Kitty Gang Show on Cigar Nation TV. It's the Kitty Gang Show on Cigar Nation TV. And we're coming to you live from CB Getty. It's the Kitty Gang Show.
Kitty Gang Show.
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 It's the Kitty Gang Show on Cigar Box Nation TV. There, we got some audio. All right, now we're cooking with gas.
Gas. I know all about gas.
Well, hello everyone. Kitty Gang Show with you here again this week. A little bit of a surprise start there. Our good buddy Nick will be in shortly. He took a phone call a little while back, a support call, a customer needing some help with some stuff, and I think Nick might have thought it was going to be a short support call. Well, it has not turned out to be a short support call, so he's trying to finish up with that customer and get them everything they need and everything. So here we are. I mashed the buttons, I think successfully so far. I'd like to welcome all of you and thank you. I've got your comments here on the screen. Michelle and Jeff Gibbs, Randy Moore, Jim Burt out there. He's commenting on your banjo-looking guitar there. We'll be talking about that here a little bit more shortly. Tom Petrie, Mark Madding, Michael Abele, Tim Henderson, Marcel Aspers, Michael Capato. We're glad to see all of you today. Today's going to be an interesting show. We got a few different things lined up. A video or two, a couple of announcements. Going to be going over to the Juke Shack workbench here in a little bit and doing a little bit of how-to, hands-on, actually a little bit of kit development, actually. Yeah, I guess we got enough. Let me know if there's enough audio volume out there. It looks like it's doing all right, but I can crank it if need be. Going to be working on developing a new kit. If you've been following along at home these past few shows, you know, I've been involved in a pretty major project here at CB Getty, cleaning out the 4th floor of the mill here that I've rented for the past few years, getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff, but also moving all of the cigar boxes and everything down here to the 2nd floor that is the main CB Getty headquarters. I'm just going to give this a little bit of juice there. So we've got a lot of cigar boxes, and unfortunately only certain ones we can use. You know, let's see here. There we go. So only certain ones are usable. So I'm kind of working on a new kit concept for a simple one-string. Anyway, we'll get to that. But we'll be able to utilize some of the boxes we can't otherwise use. And I'm actually, there he is! Hey! Comes bearing gifts.
If I'm going to be late, I might as well be late in style.
Be late in style, boy. Hey, all is forgiven, let's say. All is forgiven. But I think I successfully mashed the buttons. I don't know if we're truly live on YouTube. I hope so. Boy, there was some buttons being mashed over there, frantic, flailing about. Where the hell was I? Oh, so cigar boxes, new kit idea I'm going to be working on over there. And then the Kitty Gang Show is going mobile. We're going to make my Wii phone here, my little Google Android Pixel, going to make that a remote camera tied into the main system here, by God, and I'm going to go out and I'm going to show you the extent of this cigar box.
I think the new one just dropped.
The new what?
The new order?
The what?
Huh?
Huh?
Didn't we have some on the way?
Oh yeah. Well, we'll get a whole new pallet just showed up. Yeah, even more so. There's so much going on here. I don't know what the heck's happening. Trying to get my thing. Looks like the comments are still coming through. So, going to show you the extent of this cigar boxery, and then we're going to continue the mobile Giddy Gang show, and we're going to head back into the back room of Giddy here, where my desk is, where I have put a relic of local Irish musical significance, and we're going to sit around Charlie Boyle's picnic table in its new temporary home, and we're going to sing an Irish song or two that Charlie would have sung. Got a little bit of Samuel Adams' finest here. We got a little bit of Charlie Boyle's favorite Budweiser in a can there in the back. So Danny, enough of me babbling on. What the hell are you holding there?
Well, yesterday I got this beautiful gift from Gary DeRozier.
Gary DeRozier.
Yeah, I was working at the bench and I saw this large box with my name on it. I'm like, was a bit surprised. And
What could this be?
Yeah, and I opened it up, and first thing I saw was the railroad crossing sign. And
Yeah, boy.
yeah,
And that hobo pickup, one of the hand-wound pickups that we make here made here at CB Giddy.
Yep.
A nice boxcar laser engraved on it.
Yep.
So if you don't know, Gary DeRozier's, I usually don't see his name pop up during the live show, but I believe he's in Massachusetts, and he has sent pretty much all of us here a guitar at some point or another. He sent Glenn one, Farley, I know he sent Nick one, he sent my son one, Danny. He's a prolific builder, he does great work. It looks like Shane sent Shane one, Shane's got one there.
yeah. So thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
And I haven't found it's supposed to have a battery, and I haven't.
And it's got a
found 9
switch
volt.
it's got a
Yep. Looks like it lights up too.
oh boy, we need to find that 9 volt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nick's gonna go find us a 9 volt. I didn't realize there were light features on it. No. That was a frightened looking Nick go by the camera there. So yeah, that's really cool. Gary, if you see this, thank you very much. I don't know if you'll write him a letter or something to thank him, but he's a good man, doing good things. So Nick's gonna go find a 9 volt battery, and we're gonna see if we can't get this baby plugged in and light it up and all that stuff. So that's cool. Thank you for that. Now we've got dead air until Nick gets back. So what else has been going on? The reorg here, working on new kits. You know, there's a lot. I'm sure all of you are aware. There continues to be a lot of interesting things going on in our world, in the United States and beyond. None of us know where this train's headed, and we just got to keep on keeping on, don't we? Focus on the good, keep on building. We got Rusty Taylor's working on that Georgia Cigar Box Guitar Festival in September. Hopefully all the rules and regulations at that point will allow it to occur. Who knows at this point? We're one day at a time. An old song in that, isn't there? It's an out-of-tune hobo fiddle. Just a prop, folks. Just a prop. All right, there's a 9 volt. It's got some juice in it.
I hope so.
Touch it to your tongue there. Let's see if she got some power. Might be just enough. We'll find out shortly.
There was another one right there, so we'll have to get it another time, but that one doesn't work.
Getting all situated there. William Sneed asking if we got ourselves a handbasket. Not quite yet. Why is it so hot? And why am I in this handbasket? We got lightages. Your on-off switch there lit
Yep.
up.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly! Can you see it?
Oh wow! Look at that.
See the LEDs lighting up there? Now that's a railroad crossing sign right there.
Well, that's bright. You look directly into that.
Well, now that you got her powered up,
Yeah.
let's also plug it in here. Unplug the Louis LaManna mandolin here. cable's still good. All right. Put you right in there. Oh boy.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Gary.
Why don't you give us a song now that you got her all cranked up there?
Down at Eastwood Station, we'll watch the trains go by. Listen to the whistle filling up the quiet morning sky. Come down to Eastwood Station if you've nothing else to do. 'Cause I love trains, how about you? Now Eastwood is a depot in a down east country town. On the B&M's Worcester, Nashua, Portland division. For those of us around here,
I didn't even notice. Keep going.
For those of us around here, every boy and girl, she's the doorway to the great wide world. Well, down at Eastwood Station, we'll watch the trains go by. Listen to the whistle filling up the quiet morning sky. Come down to Eastwood Station if you've nothing else to do. I love trains, how about you? Well, there's people going off to town, goods coming in. Long as I remember, that's how it's been. I haven't sung this shit.
It's like the guy who wrote it. He can tell you the words.
Yeah. Nope.
Well, repeat the first verse and take us out.
Down to Eastwood Station, we'll watch the trains go by. Listen to the whistle filling up the quiet morning sky. Come down to Eastwood Station if you've nothing else to do. 'Cause I love trains, how about you? 'Cause I love trains, how about you? My maiden song on this, and I
Nice.
screw it all up.
That's
Oh, yeah.
DIY music right
Shout
there.
out to Jim Burt.
Jim Burt!
Took a really bad tumble on a bike.
Oh, Jim had a wreck.
Yeah, he's got a bum leg, so speedy recovery to Jim.
Didn't break a hip though. That's a good thing.
It looked pretty nasty, so hopefully you're doing all right, buddy.
All right. Well, I think we just have that one video, right?
What one video?
The repeat that we ran the other week.
Oh, yes.
We've I finally managed to get some things listed this week that have been in the hopper for a while.
All right.
One of them is the new slide style, stubby slide from Janice Wilson Hughes. She calls the color waterfall brown. I came up with the name oak moss for it because it's that blend of browns and greens and kind of blotchy coloration. It's really beautiful. You'd think I'd have one here. I don't. So finally got that listed. I know folks have been waiting for that. Got 3 new workshop soaps by Mrs. Giddy listed. One that's a woodsman soap, a nice kind of smoky, woodsy smell to that. The Blues Bar soap, which was an idea I had a while back. It's got a cognac and Cubans blend of scents in that one. And then the third one is one we're calling Ben's Blend. Of course, I don't have any of these soaps here. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. They're there.
They're a little slippery. They just,
Don't drop the soap.
whoa.
Now I've lost what I'm saying. A blend of scents that I came up with a while back. So I got them listed individually. Going to be adding those as new free gifts at different order levels, and also next week probably creating a sampler pack where you get one of each of her bars of soap and probably a bar of box balm, all packaged in a cigar box. Why? Because we got a lot of them, and it'll be a nice gift sort of thing for the wood shop worker in your life. Keep them squeaky clean and smelling good. But the main thing that I got listed this week with Nick's help, he actually created the listings and I tweaked them. He also took the photos. Anyway, the 2 styles of cigar box guitar, 2 models, the Mark I and the Mark II. by Rusty Taylor, who is out there right now. Secondhand Smoke Guitars is his brand. We're going to be selling them on CB Giddy. Rusty's going to be shipping them from his workshop down there in Georgia, and we're pretty excited about that. We've done the same thing with Rob Roble in the past, and Rob, I see you out there. We got to talk more about getting back at that, if you're able to keep up. I know you've been working hard just to keep up. But anyway, the cool thing is the proceeds from these guitars that sell between now and September are going to go towards funding the Georgia Cigar Box Guitar Festival. So these are awesome guitars, you know, Rusty machines the bridges, the nuts, the knobs, all by hand using you know, tool making equipment, but he makes all that himself. They got wicked buckers on them, just beautiful guitars, some of the best out there, and we're excited to be helping him sell them and to be helping support the Georgia Festival. Rusty and I talked this week and got the sponsorship, CB Giddy sponsorship of the fest figured out and locked down, and that's helping him book. You know, he booked Ben Prestige. The Ben Prestige, one of the best homemade instrument acts out there, is going to be at this fest. It's going to be a real thing. So I wanted to rerun a video we ran a few weeks back. It's Steve Harvey, speaking of one of the best homemade instrument acts out there. Mr. Steve Harvey, blues man, went up there to Georgia to visit Rusty a few weeks back and recorded this video playing and singing on one of these guitars that is now listed on cbgiddy.com. So here you go.
Hey everybody, Steve Harvey sitting down here in McDonough, Georgia, right here where these guitars are made, and really glad to see that CB Giddy is selling these on the site right now with the Giddy Bucker guitar pickup and Secondhand Smoke. Great guitars. I've been using them for I don't know how many years now, probably about 3 or 4 years. One of my favorite guitar builders in the United States of America. Check these out right here at cbgiddy.com. I'm sitting right down here in Georgia, playing this CB Giddy box. Secondhand Smoke, boy, I really love it a lot. Way now I'm sitting right down on 3 strings, having some fun today. Get on down to CB Giddy, make sure you order one today. Alright, let me play some blues now. Made in the United States of America. Great fun, great sound, great value. Fantastic neck all the way around. Get one today.
Hey, we're back. That video, I'd like to thank Steve Harvey for sending that to us, and to Rusty for helping make this possible. That video is just long enough for me to get this here cigar box mandolin tune. Mostly. We'll be taking this on our mobile experience with us. I see Sheila Duffy Moan out there. Hi Sheila, hope you're doing well. Stay tuned to the end. We're going to end up at Charlie Boyle's picnic table and we're going to sing a couple Irish songs. Sheila Duffy Moan has been at that picnic table before in its original home of the greenhouse. So she'll be right at home there, by God. Now I think I want to take the long and difficult journey over here to the Juke Shack workbench and talk to you a little bit, show you a little bit about this kit idea I'm developing. Might actually get her put together and try it out, hear what she sounds like for the first time. So, alright, I'm going to bring my tasty libation with me. Although, I don't know if these mics are on over here. Hold on! Audio. Yeah, it's on. This one at least. Can you hear me? Can you see me? All
I
right.
can hear you.
Hey everybody.
See you.
So the idea with this kit is to be able to use some of the cigar boxes that we aren't really able to use. Like this little guy right here. Beautiful wood box, the Chisel brand, but it's very thin. It's wafer thin, you might say. And we can't, sell this as a cigar box guitar kit. It's too thin. It's not quite big enough. But it's still a nice box. It's a box that could make an instrument and make some music. So I happen to have a little dish of bits in here. So my idea is, we already make these diatonic canjo necks. This one has been lowered down. We mount a can on there and it becomes a canjo. Well, I was thinking, why can't we use this to make a very simple, easy to build, stick on top, one string strummer. It's not really a diddly bow. It's certainly not a canjo. It's like a cross between them. So the idea is we'll screw up through the box lid into the neck, and then we will put the tuner on, the little slotted screw for the nut. We will use a flying bridge up over where the bridge would be on this thing. I got my ruler here, 24.5-inch scale. Just going to mark that on the neck right now. So the idea is that somebody could get this and quickly build a simple playable instrument that sounds good. It'd be a perfect kit to build with a kid, a child. You could decorate the box a bit more, decorate the neck. So I was thinking, I'm just going to, Danny lightly strums over there, a little bit of background music.
Sorry,
No, it's all good.
Turn it up and just jam.
Well,
Well,
yeah.
not too loud. It's a
Yeah,
lower
because
rather.
I'm kind of practicing, so I don't want to. Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I've got my scratch awl here, and I'm just going to kind of, this is all, there's not a lot of measuring. You're not going to see a lot of measuring during this, folks. I'm just kind of, this is a prototype. I'm just kind of winging it. I'm going to put 3 screws up through the box lid into the bottom of the neck, or the back of the neck, or whatever you want to call it. That's going to adhere it to the box, ideally, if I don't screw it all up. Okay, bring that out a little bit. Got my powered screwdriver over here. I'm just using 1/2-inch, number 6 by 1/2-inch screws here. Not pre-drilling. This would be one of those parts where I say, always pre-drill your holes, folks. Which would make this a do as I say, not as I do. We'll put a little finer tip on this here. Alright, just one. She'll end up mostly straight. Who's keeping track? Not me. Sometimes just making a deep enough indentation with a scratch awl kind of takes the place of pre-drilling holes. I brought drill bits specifically so I could pre-drill, but not feeling lead quite at the moment. Alright, so now the neck is attached to the box. My bridge position is right there, so it'll have enough of the box to kind of get a bite on. Now, some of you may be wondering, I can't see the, guess I could bring my phone over, see the comments. You might be wondering, will putting the neck right on the top of the box deaden the sound a little bit? The simple answer is yeah, maybe, probably a bit, but not enough to get too worried about, in my opinion. I have experimented actually with using spacers between the screws and the box top, like a washer or something to raise it off. Honestly, didn't notice that much difference. Didn't notice a lot of difference in the sound by doing that, so now I don't worry about it. Used to worry about it, now I don't. So now I'm going to just quickly mount the tuner. The good thing about these Canjo necks, the reason I wanted to make use of one, is that we make a lot of them. You know, we produce them in bulk. Another good thing is that we make them here too. These aren't imported. They're diatonically fretted, which makes it easier to get a tune out of them. They're not too long of a scale. They're 24.5-inch scale. You know, for this particular instrument, a little shorter wouldn't hurt, but that would require creating a whole new thing, maintaining separate inventory of a different scale length, and I'd rather avoid that. Alright, tuner in. Now we use these little slotted screws for the nut. I'm going to go ahead and put that in, drop it on the floor, lose it. Gotta lose at least one screw when putting the kit together. Then you get to call Nick and like, you guys didn't give me a screw.
Yeah, you screwed me.
Yep. And then the sheepish, oh, I found it. Anywho, that in there. So because this neck, we cut this particular flying bridge. You can see it goes up and over the neck. We use these on our pure and simple kits, which are a full 3-string. We'll be designing a special flying bridge just for this. It's a little narrower and a little lower, but I figured I could use this one for this prototype. I'm just going to have to use this here saw and trim down the legs about, well, I'll start by taking about 3/16 of an inch off. Again, you'll notice I'm not doing much in the way of measuring. Because who's got time? This is show business, folks. You think we got time for precision and measuring? Hell no. There we go. Gotta get my cut started here without drawing blood. Although it could. Just broke the flying bridge.
Oh boy. Well, it's about to be a flying bridge because you're going to throw it across the...
You go get me another flying bridge. Well, how Nick runs and gets another flying bridge,
So
I'm
Dave,
going to mount the tailpiece.
it's one of the more chaotic shows I've seen today.
No, relaxed, relaxed. No chaos. All carefully planned and rehearsed. I knew I should have grabbed the plywood flying bridge instead of the solid maple one. I did not. So what I'm using here, I'll come around. This is a individual tailpiece. So it's a single string tailpiece that is made for just such an occasion. Hi there, Kim Starling.
Did you break something?
Yeah, I broke the flying bridge. Turns out,
You want a new one?
sure. Nick was running to get one.
Oh. You don't know when they are. Were you using this thing?
Yeah, and then I broke it. Here's Kim Starling, everybody.
Hi.
We'll be seeing more of her in a little bit when we get back to the
He thinks I don't listen to him,
new
but I do.
greenhouse. I just assume nobody ever listens.
Alright, well there's two
Safer
in
that
case you
way.
screw up.
All right, thank you. What are the chances, huh? Is that Fire Light?
No, it's
Simple Man.
Simple Man,
Yep.
yeah. Don't ask for it just yet. I don't have the words for me. I
Doesn't
haven't
have
quite
the words for
memorized it. I can't sing in the original key. It's one key too high for me.
All right, so the tailpiece is on. Oh, I also didn't grab a string. That was Nick returning with 2. That's one of them.
12, 13. We're going to go ahead and
13 gauge string, everybody. All right, this time I'm going to cut this here bridge and not screw it up. I'm going to try to do one foot at a time and carefully support it. This is one of our walnut flying bridges. All right, there's 1 foot. Did I cut it too low? Nope, just high enough. I'm going to cut the other one a little less, just so I'm sure. To be sure. To be fair. Alright. And again, in the actual kit, there will be a flying bridge cut to the right size. So this particular adjustment won't be needed. Alright, so I'm going to make a notch right in the center of this string, or bridge. Thank you, sir. Feed it into this special tail piece here, up over the slotted screw nut. And then, that's one of the things about this style of headstock, where the tuner comes in from the side. It can be a little tricky to get strung up until you get used to it. Alright. Almost on it. It's just about as fun as watching paint dry. Alright. So get some tension on the string there. Help points out that one piece at a time is indeed a song, one I have tried to sing on occasion. Alright then, hold off on the background music because it's about time. You get this bridge, my unevenly cut bridge. Oh.
Never mind. Continue.
No. Alright. Just high enough to clear the neck. Get it at 24.5 inches. Spin it around.
Would you be able to use a thin threaded rod?
Well, I don't want it to sit on the neck.
No, that's true. Oh, yeah, that's right. Dude.
And now I need a pick. There it is.
Wow.
All right, so. Shifted, that's why the intonation was off a little bit. I think that taking a step for the kit, you know, this is not just, hey, let's have fun and build something, it's how is this actually going to work. The break angle is so great that it pushes the bridge away, so figuring that out will be a thing. Action height is good. So making the bridge stay in place, it might have to actually be mounted to the top. All right, but I think in general, the concept is sound. Let's see.
Well, Super Size says she'll take 2.
Oh, boy, that's the best kit launch we've ever had right there. Put in a couple of screws to hold that bridge. This is all just for prototyping purposes. The kit would not.
If you had a glue gun, it would be hot glue.
Yeah, gluing it down is one straightforward option. Try another.
I want sure there's one on the floor or something.
So anyway, that's how a lot of ideas around here kind of get started. By hey, let's just try it. You know, I don't spend a lot of time at drawing boards and in CAD programs and such, pre-planning stuff out. It's more of a let's try it, figure out what works, what doesn't, tweak it, try it again. All right. Good thing, you probably already know this, but the good thing about diatonic tuning is that there isn't really any sour notes to hit. Except for this one. It's got that blue note in there, which makes it a little more versatile. Pretty good sound. Pretty good sound. I think it's a good way. It's kind of like the cigar box guitar version of the Canjo. Easy to build. Sounds pretty good, easy to play. Yeah, buddy. I think it'll work. Get that bridge.
I'll buy that for $1.
$1? Oh boy, that's 3. All right. I think it'll work. So, okay. Let's gonna head back over to the Juke Shack stage. I've got another video to run. What was it?
Marcel.
Marcel, our buddy who's out there as we speak. Marcel sent in a video. We're gonna play it. Grab my tasty adult beverage. Ah, wow, that's a long walk. Here he is.
Hi Giddy Gangsters. In this video I want to show you my father of all lap steels. I originally intended to call it the mother of all lap steels, but since it's a little rough around the edges and since I finished it on Father's Day, I reckoned father of all lap steels is actually more fitting. Now what is it? It's a lap steel, obviously. It has onboard amplification with a speaker, distortion, multi-bender bridge, leg operated volume control, and it can serve as its own flight case. Now, let me show you the electronics. What you see here is a distortion from CB Giddy, an amplifier from CB Giddy. All the brass and gold are from CB Giddy. Here's the two 9-volt batteries for the distortion and the amplification, and a spare 9-volt battery. This little wheel here is attached to a potentiometer, so it effectively controls the volume. Through here there is a bolt that I can move with my leg, and it's pulled back by elastic bands, so I can control the volume with my legs. Now on this side there's an internal speaker. There's another bolt so that I can keep the entire lap steel from moving too much. There's a little room for a capo which just slides under the strings. And for my gear, like my finger picks and my steel. Now let's hear how it sounds. Turn on the amplifier and the speaker. Now let's add a little distortion. Now this distortion has a setting for a heavy metal, which is really cool, except when I play it over the internal speaker I get a lot of feedback. But over an external amp it's really cool. The amp I'm using now is a Roland Cube. Now as for the volume control, that's probably going to cost the most time to master. But let me give you an impression of how it sounds. Now, finally, the lid that's down here is attached with these clasps. I can take it off and put it on top here, and then again attach it with this clasp, which goes here, and the same goes for the other side. So effectively, it just looks like a regular flight case with a handle that I can lift it with and throw it in the back of the van and set out for the sunset. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I've had loads of fun thinking this thing through and building it, and I'm sure I'll have at least as much fun playing it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and take care.
Hey, we're back.
Thanks for the video, Marcel. That was amazing.
I hadn't seen that video before. I'm like, what's he got? What's that? Oh, there's more. That's awesome. That's a one-man show right there. By God, I don't know. I had to get the remote cam up on my phone, so I wasn't able to see comments. But if Shane was out there, I suspect he was.
I didn't see much, but he said he loves the volume control.
Yeah,
really cool.
going full Shane on that. So, speaking of going, I'm going mobile now. I've got my phone set up as the remote camera. I'm going to be walking out onto the loading dock and showing you all these cigar boxes. And then we don't have any other videos to run, right?
I can pull something up if we
Nah.
need to. We can cut to Danny. Give him a 6-string.
Well, I'm gonna go out there. I'm just gonna go straight back
Okay.
to the erstwhile greenhouse, and then once Nick verifies that everything's stable, he'll come back. Dan, you'll come back and join. Kim Starling might sit in. And we're gonna do a couple of good old Irish songs. Seeing as how we're already
back here or back there?
back there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'll bang on the wall as I go by,
Back in the red
or
greenhouse.
you'll see. All right.
The red greenhouse.
The red. Yeah,
Hey,
it's a
man,
little.
weapon, duct
It's a
tape.
little red back
All
there.
right, so we're gonna.
It's a little red back there.
All right, so we're gonna give you.
Yeah,
and we'll see.
actually bring it over to the. Okay, there we go. Oh, I don't know. What'd you do? There we go. So this is what we see, folks. And there's Nick over there behind the desk. There's a slight delay. Anyway, so hopefully the audio is coming through. I'm gonna walk on out. Heading first to the loading dock. Here is where we have been storing some cigar boxes, but just flat out ran out of room. So I've been putting up racks and racks. All of these came down from the 4th floor. Lots and lots of racks to be filled with boxes. Just put these up today. Racks and racks. Got our sanitizing station there. It's the wood shop through there. Most of you have seen it before. It's a little quiet at the moment. Pretty hot in there. Fans are going. But all of these boxes, all of these pallets of boxes,
Hey guys, it's Nick. Hang on. Oh, see if I can get the camera. Hey, emergency camera switch. Looks like Ben's, which you couldn't see anyway. Hi, Ben is on his way back. We lost the signal entirely, Ben. And yeah, now my mug. Oh, here, just for Jimbo, I'll get it centered into the camera. Oh wow, it's kind of zoomed in, isn't it? That's kind of scary. They're just leaving me here. I don't know what to do. We're seeing black hole. Hi, yeah, I can see you guys. Let me back this up a little bit. That might be a little bit easier to take. Yeah, let me see if I can get this so that it's looking at me in the chair so I can do the. Oh, wow. All right. So I think that they're going to go back there. Oh, I hear them. Maybe they remembered me in here. I've just been, not really been saying anything.
Dead air.
Dead air. Dead air. All right, here.
Would you believe we tested that earlier and it worked perfectly? Swear to God.
We can just go live on a phone.
Well, let's try it. I'm going to try walking back into the other end of the building and see how it works.
You want to get set up and then click the thing. Danny and I are just going to shoot the crap, shoot the breeze.
Well, let's try it. If it drops again, thanks for bearing with us, folks. I know this is even more DIY than normal. I'm going to try walking back there. It turns out I can see that connected changed to trying to connect.
Oh.
So if that happens, we're going to end this broadcast and we'll go live from the phone for a secondary impromptu singing session back there at the picnic table in my office. All right? Sound like a deal? Remember, it'll be a separate broadcast, and it won't be on YouTube, unfortunately. It'll just be Facebook. All right, here we go. You gonna bring the mandolin?
Yes.
All right, he's bringing the mandolin, folks.
All right, I'm going to give. Oh, but it's already frozen.
Boy, it works so well in testing.
I'm gonna give them audio. And
Still frozen?
it's still frozen.
Is it still frozen?
All right. So
shut it down then.
We're gonna get another broadcast up and going here in a minute. Tune in to Cigar Box Nation. Look for the notification, and we will see you back in the red greenhouse to sing some songs. And